Welcome to Chicago Car Club. Today we're going to be taking a look around this 1968 Plymouth Barracuda hardtop. This car came out of the Dakotas, and it has a new paint job on it. The previous owner had intentions of doing some rust work in the floor pans and replacing them, and we bought it mid-project. Just going to walk around the car slowly. As you can see there, that headlight has a little crack in it. We'll move around slowly, try and get a good look at everything here, and try and address any questions that could come up. The paintwork on the car is probably an A-. Overall, it's consistent throughout. The panel fitment on the car is really nice, as you can see. The glass is all intact. The rear trim, which you see missing here, we have it in the trunk. We just don't have the retainer clips for it. That's a optioned quick release fuel cap. This car was originally beige. It's in its original color, although it's new paint. But you can see when we open the trunk, the original color underneath. A couple little blemishes on the bright work, but for the most part, it's all pretty nice and intact. Really a great body style, kind of an iconic Coupe body style. Just showing you that unfinished edge of the vinyl because the trim's not down. Moving around the car up to the front. Again, you can see we're missing a little corner marker there, but for the most part, all the trim and emblems are all present on the car. Inside, you can see bucket seats with a center console. The door panel shows what the original color of the interior was, which was trimmed, optioned as burgundy. Somebody along the lines had the interior refinished. So the seats now show in black vinyl, but they're actually just painted over burgundy vinyl. You can see here is where they were starting to do some work on the floor pans. Original dash, gauges, everything seems to function as it should. Console shifter, again, bucket seats. The headliner's nice and taut, dome lights there, the harness seat belts are in place. Going around to the other side, show you inside the door on this. Just let you get a good look at everything. We do have the kick plates, they are in the trunk. Again, just some of the trim wasn't reinstalled. Overall, the car is pretty solid. We don't see any major damage on it anywhere or things of concern, other than the usual rust, in the floor pan areas, and being a unibody car, which we'll show you on the underside. I'm going to pop the hood here and give you a look underneath. This 318 is original to the car, we believe. It runs beautifully. It's really well set up and tuned. It always fires right up nicely. And it's all there. This is a non-power brake car. It does have power steering. As you can hear, it's got a nice idle. It doesn't have any hesitation. Just going to take it for a quick drive just so you can see that it does drive and runs fine. It's actually a great driver. Despite having the floors still mid-project, but it drives nice and tracks nice and straight. It stops fine. It's an open rear end. Makes quite a bit of power, actually. These little 318s were pretty powerful, and the car is pretty light, so pretty fun little car to drive. Again, we do have everything in the trunk, the carpets, the trim, to finish off the interior once the floor pans are fixed. Taking a look underneath to show you the rockers here. Again, the paintwork extends all the way under the rocker. A little bit of overspray on the leaf springs, kind of normal stuff down there, but for the most part the underside of the car is as original. A couple little repair places in the rocker, one we just went past there. And going underneath it, we'll show you some of the rust from the floorboard you'll be able to see. Drum brakes, it's a 3-speed automatic. As you can see, some of the boxing there's some rust. But for the most part, the car sits nice and straight, and all the door panels line up nicely, so there's no twist in the car. Everything in the back here looks pretty nice. Little areas of floor pan work would go a long way on this. So that's our car. If you have any questions, we encourage you to give us a call, 773-267-2684, and you can also visit us online at chicagocarclub.com. Thanks a lot.